Jai.
Should I start?
Yes, sir.
No,
Yes,
no.
sir. I've
Sir, one
started the
minute.
recording.
One minute, sir. Now, Dr. J, I requested to Dr. J.P. Rai, sir, kindly proceed for the session, sir.
Just give me a minute. I've just restarted my
It's
browser.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'll start, sir. I'll start, sir. Okay. So, good afternoon to all. This is Dr. S.K. Goyal, course director of this course, and we have also our another course director, Dr. J.P. Rai, sir. Today we have a very knowledgeable resource person. He is a person of food technology. So we are fortunate to have such type of scholar, Dr. Manish Kumar sir. Actually, Dr. Manish Kumar sir is an associate professor and heading his department as a chairperson. Sir has did both two PG courses, MSc and MTech in food technology, and PhD in food technology also. He did his research work in this area. Present time, as I told you, sir is associate professor and heading his department. He has mentored 40 MSc research and 20 MTech dissertation. He also guiding two research scholar as a PhD student. He handled two research projects funded by UGC. He has published more than 17 research paper in renowned, or you can say, international journals. 3 book chapters he has also published. He attended more than 30 conferences, seminar, workshop, and many other technical meetings. He has awarded. He has awarded for his 5 presentation during different scientific events. His research area is ohmic heating, food processing and preservation. So today he will be delivering his research area, that is ohmic heating. Sir has already served as a research scientist in Royal University of Bhutan for 2 years for deputation by a Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India, Delhi, under ITEC program for 2008 to 20. Sir has also received many awards. I have only one name to share with you. Young Scientist Award for the year of 2020 by Society for World Environment and Food Technology, Merit. And this award has been given to in a national seminar during year of 2020. So with these words, I welcome you, sir. Please come, and I give my thanks to you for accepting our invitation. So please, sir.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Sunil, for a detailed, I'll say, introduction about me. So, as Dr. Sunil has told you, myself, Manish Kumar, and currently working as associate professor in the Department of Food Technology, and one more responsibility as a chairperson of the department since July 2021. So almost 2 years has already been passed. So first of all, I'd like to congratulate the organizers to organize this 21 days national workshop on recent advances in agriculture, engineering and technology for doubling the farmer incomes. And second, I'll be thankful to the organizing committee and organizers to give me this opportunity so that I can interact with you guys. Thank you, Dr. Sunil and Dr. Roy and other team members from J&K.
So thank you, sir.
So Before starting my lectures, may I have a little reflection of the audience? Means what sort of audience these are? All are researchers or PhD scholars, or there may be some master degree students, some UG degree students. So, on rough idea, just what is the composition? So, I'll request that lady who was coordinating in the beginning. Who are the in the peer group or in the present meeting? How many members are there, and which from which area they are?
Sir, kindly allow me.
Yeah, yeah, sir.
Okay. So present time, actually the total registered participants of our this program is near about 80. And present time there are 20 participants are joining this program. And you can say the participants are from teaching faculty, means assistant professors, associate professors, scientists from ICR and other KVKs. There are few research scholars and I think 5 to 10 PG or UG students. So most of the participants are from education field and scientists. So
All
this
are
is
from agriculture department, sir.
most of the participants are from agriculture background, but they are working in the field of agriculture engineering,
Okay,
food
okay. So,
technology, dairy, and it means, I mean to say, this is a mixture of a
okay,
group of
okay.
a mixed.
Maximum are master and above, na? We can
Yeah,
say
yeah, yeah.
maximum and master and above. Okay, thank you, sir. So, today's my topic of presentation is Ohmic eating, a novel technique for food processing or food processing also. So, as the title of this 21-day workshop is about the recent advances, and we can admit or consider ohmic eating as a recent advances in the agricultural engineering, and its emphasis of your workshop is on the doubling the farmer incomes. So, you people can correct me. I'm not purely from the agricultural background. If somewhere I skip or do something which is not relevant, you can correct me. Your full rights. If you will look at the history, in 1947, when India got independence, and if you will go through the recent reports, those have been published by this FAO and all, in which the hunger index has been elaborated, or hunger index was discussed. Surprisingly, Indian scientist and Indian farmer has done wonderful job in the agricultural production. Agricultural production has increased many folds if we compare the data of 1947 and 2023. And you will be happy to know about that we are the second largest producer of fruits and vegetables after China. We are the leading manufacturer of many food commodities, including your spices, oilseed, pulses, and if we talk about the food from the animal origins, in that sector also we are doing good, either it is milk or aquaculture, poultry or cattle, whatever. So this is the very rosy picture that India is doing very good in the agricultural productions. But the conditions of the farmers, it's a very common news for everyone that we heard about the suicide cases either from Andhra, Maharashtra, Karnataka. Suicide from the farmer families is very common, especially those belts which are growing the cotton and all. Despite of producing this much, the farmer is not capable to feed his own family, and they can't even relish that palatable food which they are growing because just because of affordability. If we trust on the reports published by this FAO and all, then one-fourth populations of world, those are hungry peoples. One-fourth of hungry people of whole world are residing in India. And this is very alarming. And to best of my knowledge, either they will be the farmer or the laborers, and maximum peoples are involved in the agriculture, labor or agriculture professions. So definitely their conditions is very poor, and this government of India has started this program doubling the farmer incomes, and it was realized that the food processing is the one way by which we can increase the farmer incomes. On spot or on site processing or on site solution of some perishable commodities can help farmers. So my topic is ohmic eating, and I'll try to justify that how this ohmic eating can help the farmer to double their income. I hope I'm audible to everyone and my slides are also visible.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Should I continue?
Yeah, definitely, sir.
So this is the place to which I belong. My university is Guru Jambeswar University of Science and Technology, Hisar, Haryana. It is the state leading university, and recently we have been graded with A plus grade by next. So it's an honor for us. Before it, for the last 3 years, we were earning only A grade, and it is a dedicated university for science and technology. And from 8 department, food technology is also one of the department. So now I'm coming by food processing. As I said, we are the second largest producers of the fruits with a production of 100 metric ton, vegetable 200 metric tons. But the losses are again very significant and visible and alarming for us. We are ranked first in milk productions, second in the aquaculture. So variety of fruits we are growing. So in India, India is the land that is growing all sort of fruits, vegetables, and all. So out of these food products, which are from the plant origins, our main concern is about the perishable commodities, the which get spoiled very early just because of high moisture content. So the spoilage may be due to the poor post-harvest handlings, and the value additions can be a one step, and the value additions we can do by ohmic heating. So let me introduce you with the ohmic heating. What ohmic heating? I hope this is not a new term for you guys. Ohmic heating is a technique in which we use alternating currents. And these are the two peaks in which on the left side I have shown the great scientist George Ohms, and the second is the James Prescott Joule. So basically, ohmic heating, the you can say the idea was given by these two scientists. George Ohms gives the Ohm's law. He stated that V is equal to IR. The potential difference is directly proportional to the, or the current flowing through a conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference. And then Prescott Joule said if we are passing the alternating current through a conductor, then certain amount of heat generation will take place. So this is little bit chemistry side, and I'll not take you to the chemistry side. I can recall your hostel days when we happen to be in the hostel life. Then that in the northern India, especially in the winters, it's very difficult to take bath with the cold water. So it need to uh, heat the waters, and that heating element was not allowed in the hostels. So how we used to heat the waters? Just we take a wooden log and we used to fix two nails, and on that nails we used to coil as heaters that element. Then we directly connect it to the supply. Or say if you are roaming throughout the India, then the different type of peoples are there, and if you will visit a salon that is not of that good quality, for it, particularly in the saloons, they used to heat the water by a technique. They used to break the blades, the shaving blades, and then connect it with the two wires and put those two blades inside the water. Then, as they switch on, it gets start boiling. Have you seen it? Anyone, please, by the, can
Yes, sir. Yes,
respond?
sir. I have seen.
Yeah. Just because why it is, how this heating taking place?
You are
Because
you are taking us to the roots. All of us have at some point of our life, all of us have done it.
yeah,
You
sir.
are talking
Actually,
about seeing.
we have done it, and actually that is the Ohmic heating,
Yes,
sir. Basically,
yes,
because in the water there are some dissolved salts are there, and they are the conducting bodies. They are responsible for the electrical conductivity of the water. In contrary, if you will supply the electricity to the distilled water, there will be no heat generation because there is no dissolved salt. So heat generation is due to the this dissolved salt. Same we can apply this, as I said, ohmic heating is also known as resistance heating, where the food is heated by passing an alternating electric current through it. You may be aware about the alternating electric current and direct current. डायरेक्ट करंट दैट वी आर सप्लाइड बाय द ड्राई सेल्स जो बैटरी देता है अपने को एंड सेकंड अल्टरनेटिंग करंट जो डोमेस्टिक सप्लाई आपके घरों में आ रहा है कैन आई स्पीक लिटिल बिट हिंदी इन बिटवीन और नॉट
Yeah,
because
please, sir, please.
yeah. So in our households we have been supplied with 220 voltage and 50 hertz. That is the alternating current, means it is continuously changing. So whenever it is passing through the conductors, it will generate some energy. So in the ohmic heating, what we do, we use the food as a conductors. In these diagrams, you can see there are the two electrode and in between there is a chamber and these dot are the food particles. So we directly connect the food with the electricity and the food do have the lot of charged particles or ions. So as the electricity is passed through the food, there is a movement of these ions and these ions moves at a very faster speeds and when they are moving towards opposite end, then there is a collision between the ions and when they collides to each others there is instant heat generations. In case of metal these are the electrons, but in case of food it is taking place via the I'll say this collision of ions and which are abundant in the food products. So here it is a little bit about the ohmic heating, that how the ohmic heating takes place. As I said, due to the movement of ions and they collide to each other, heat generations takes place. If we compare the ohmic heating with the traditional heating, let's say you are boiling the milk in your kitchen, then what you will do, you will take a pan and you will pour the milk and will place it on the gas flame. Then first conduction will take place. I hope you have studied little bit about it, transfer and mass transfer. First, the conduction will take place. The bottom will get heated up. Then from the bottom, it will transfer the heat to the milk. Then it will be via convections. So in every conventional methods, both conduction and convection will be involved. And it takes long times. It has been observed that some portion of the milk get heated and some portion remain at a cold temperatures. I mean, outside to inside is the approach, but in case of ohmic heating, it is a voluminous heatings. I mean to say that all of the product heated at a very fast and uniform rate. Got my point, sir? And the second difference is that the rate of temperature rise, if we compare it with the conventional heating, in the conventional heating, the rate of temperature is rise is 0.2 degree centigrade per second. But in case of ohmic it is 1 degree centigrade to 5 degree centigrade per second, which is comparatively very, very high. So rate of ohmic heating is directly proportional to the square of electric field strength. For ohmic heatings, to do the ohmic heating of any food commodity, first requirement is that that food product should have or must have a electrical conductivity. If your food product is not electrical conductive, in that product we can't carry out the ohmic heating. And electric conductivity, that is which is, you can say, this q is indicating the rate of heating and it is directly proportional to the square of electrical field strength, or you can say this conductivity. What electrical conductivity is? Electrical conductivity is determined from the resistance of the sample and geometry of the cell using the following equations. This rho is Li upon Av, this L upon A is swell constant, and A is the area, and V is the voltage, and I is the current. So Siemens per second, it's the unit. So electrical conductivity of any food product depends on what? Electrical conductivity increases with temperatures. If the applied voltage is high, then also the electrical conductivity of the food material will increase. Concentration of electrolyte, more the concentrations, more will be the conductivity. Food particle size, if it is finer particles, then conductivity will be better. Ionic concentrations, if the ionic concentration is more, then the electrical conductivity will be high. So same are the factors for the ohmic heatings. As I said, electrical conductivity. If you are having a food products which is in, let's say somebody says, can we carry out ohmic heating of wheat flour? Then my answer is no, because there should be a mediums in which the ion movement can take place. So it should have a electrical conductivity, and for conductivity, there should be some ions must be present. Ionic strength, it gives a direct, it has a direct correlationship between the ohmic heating and electrical conductivity. Ionic strength improve the electrical conductivity and so the ohmic heating. And same is the story for this voltage gradient. Higher the voltage gradient, lower the particle size, higher the particle concentrations, increase the ohmic heatings or better the ohmic heatings. Now I'm coming to the what is the mechanism of ohmic heating on the microbial inactivation. At a large, I'll say the most of the microbes gets killed in ohmic heating due to the elevated temperatures. There is a thermal effect, but in some cases, some non-thermal effect has also been observed. And some scientists believe that these techniques or these methods can do the electroporations in the cell membrane of the microbial cells. That can also be a possible results, possible reason of inactivations. If I'll talk about the mechanism of enzyme inactivations, then the main reason is the denaturation of the proteins caused by the high temperatures. Second, it has been observed that some enzymes contain some metallics compound, or you can say some metals as a part of their structures, or you can say prosthetic groups. There are some enzymes like polyphenol oxidase, lipoxygenase, alkaline phosphatase. They contain zinc, iron, and copper. So their rate of inactivation is comparatively faster than the enzymes which do not have prosthetic group. Design of a ohmic heaters. If you wish to work on a ohmic heaters, and if you wish to work in ohmic heating area, then the design of ohmic heating is very simple. You need a ohmic heating assembly, then you need some electrode, and then you can start your work. So ohmic heating assembly either means, I'll show you some pics that make you clear. So this is a setup that me and my student have designed in my lab. So here it is a isolation transformer that you can easily avail it from a. There are two type of welding. One is the gas welding and another is the arc welding. If you have visited in the market, then that welding set, the people use this isolation transformer just to reduce the hazards. So first of all, we need to purchase this isolation transformer to make the process safe. So we can connect the supply to the isolation transformer, then we can make a provision of voltage variation just to study the impact of increasing or decreasing the voltage variation. These are the indicators, or you can say uh, the display units indicating the voltmeter, ammeter, frequency, and temperatures. In my study, we started with the stainless steels. In the beginnings, we use this type of electrodes, and then we make another assembly in which we use this, what I'll say, this sort of a plastic casing was there, and stoppers were guarded with this type of electrodes. Finally, we ended up with such type of electrodes on the upper on the surface, or you can say on the tip of this is electrode made up of stainless steels, and top of it there is a rubber coated with Teflon tape. In the beginning, we started experiment like in this tray we insert to electrode. Then it was our second assembly. Then we try with some long neck beakers. In the beakers we made holes, and these in those two holes we connect some electrode, and finally we end up with such assembly. This was our final designs. In this, a tube was made. This is a hollow tubes. On both sides there was a provision of stopper. On the bottom side also there was a provision of stopper. From where we can, it was a feed port, and it was the port made for thermometers. So you can easily clamp it on the stands, and then we can carry out the ohmic heating. It is a ongoing process pick. So if you wish to start an experiment in ohmic heating, you need an expert advice. Otherwise, you simply can start. You need a tube, you need stopper, you need electrode. In the market or in the literature, you will find there are people are using titanium, platinums, okay, and stainless steels. But titanium and platinums, as far as the Indian research institutes are considered, nowadays government also do not have good policy for the research and higher educations. Government is trying to curb the all sort of fundings. They are not giving a single funds. So the funding is a major issue nowadays. So you can start your work with a simple stainless steels. It is very cost effective, and the fabrication cost of such assemblies may hardly exceed 3,000 or 4,000. It will not be more than that. And if you will club the price of that voltage variac and all, you can start your work in 15 or 20 thousands. It is not more than that. Then you can study the effect of ohmic heating on various parameters. So, like this is the peach pulp. In the peach pulp, we is it was a unique experiment that has not been reported in the literature, because uh, we first time were using a very narrow range of frequency. Like our domestic supply is 50 hertz, na? Then we carry out some experiment at 60 hertz. जो आपको ये 59.33 दिखाई दे रहा है ना, it was around 60 hertz. By and how this frequency was generated, we hire local sort of, what can I say, generator, and by we take the output from the generators. And if you are familiar with the generator, simply by increasing the RPMs, you can increase the frequency. So in this way, we generated the different frequency voltage. The voltage was varied. In one was the 50 hertz, and in by increasing the, what I'll say, this RPMs, this frequency was generated 60. And there was a profound effect of the frequency. Like see here you can see at the 290 or 220 voltage at 50 hertz, the this 3 is the amperes. This is the unit of amperes. And at the same voltage, if you are increasing the frequency, is current passes, or you can say the value of current has gets doubled almost, I'll say. Got my point? So that was the impact of frequency. Um, how I came to know about this technique. This is the loss of pectin methyl esterase activity, total phenols. These are some applications. We can, the major application of the blanching, this ohmic heating, people are doing blanching of strawberries. The strawberry are very perishable commodities, and they even lose the color just simply by dipping inside the water. And if you do the conventional heating, so it may take time. So just for a flash of seconds, it can work. Second, the blanching of mushrooms. That is, the farmers are growing mushrooms, and if it has been given a flash, then in the traditional way it gets things, and but in the ohmic heating ones, they remain intact. In the edible coatings, tempering, sterilization, brand stabilizations. There is an institute here in Punjab, that is Sifat Ludhiana, and the scientists over there, they are using this technique for the extraction of this rice bran oil and stabilization of bran oils. Other than this institute, I guess, Tezpur University is the another institute. There people are using these techniques for some publication I have gone through. And one professor was Kul Srestha. He was working with, I guess, Amity Noida. He has also published some articles. And one lady, she's Atma Selvi. She is also from Sri Ram, Sri Ram University is there. Sri Ram, or I forgot the name. One university is there in the south. There, only less people are working in this area. So you can start your work. I'll suggest to the students. Not suggesting to my seniors or my fellow colleagues. It's a very unique technique, and you can just compare the effect of conventional heating and ohmic heating on any type of product which is thermally processed. So it's a lot of publications in our local journals, and recently we have published one article in the Valley. So that's all about from my sides. If you have any questions, you can raise queries. I'll be happy to answer.
So, thank you, sir. Hamida ma'am, kindly allow the participants for they can unmute their mics. Hello, participants, are you able to unmute your mics?
Yeah, maximum participant have muted. If you have any query, suggestion, then you please.
Participants, you can, if you are not able to unmute your mic, then you can write your query in this chat box. We will take one by one, and sir will reply for your queries. Hello, Hamida ma'am, are you there? Okay. I think mic is not an issue.
Participants, if you have any questions, please ask. You can ask directly to sir.
Okay, okay. Manish sir, there is a question. You can visit your chat box.
Does this work for all food products? As I discussed during my lectures, to carry out ohmic heating of any food product, the first thing is that it must have electrical conductivity. Number two, it should be in the moist form. There should be a medium through which the ions can do some movement. Like if it is a powdery product, then it's not possible for us to carry out the ohmic heating. I hope this Asma Sherwani got the answers. Or if you have any, if you wish to know a bit further, then you please write.
So, Asmaji, if you satisfied with the answer given by the sir, then kindly give your response in this chat box. Okay, sir. Sir, she said, okay, sir. Any other participants? I can see Krishna Mohan Kumar Srivastava, sir. Sir, have you?
Yeah, sir. Any such studies related to milk, sir? Yeah, sir. Actually, I was thinking that the time is a bit short, so I was running fast. So I didn't describe much about the history. So if you will read about the ohmic heating, then Japan was the first country to use this ohmic heating for the milk pasteurizations. They have termed it as thermizations. And I guess if I'm not wrong, they may be using this technique nowadays also for the pasteurization of the milk. And I carry out in my lab, we have also carried out a study. We process the milk via two techniques, one via the conventional method and another via the ohmic heating. Then we prepare paneer out of that, and then we compare it. It has been published in Indian Journal of Dairy and Home Science जो करनाल से पब्लिश होता है, it's there on the internet. If I may share the link with the organizers.
Okay, okay.
So
Thank
a
you.
lot of work has already been done, sir, on the